Welcome to the session, dear students. In today's class, I'll be continuing with 5 markers, and in my last session I taught you 1 functions, onto functions, composite functions, and how to solve composite functions. In today's class, I'll teach you how to solve 5-mark numericals in functions. That is, we'll solve the questions based on invertibility of a function. First, a function is said to be invertible if it is both 1 and onto. Always function is not invertible, means for every function we cannot find inverse. We can find inverse if and only if the function is both 1 and onto. It should be 1 and onto. The given function should be 1 and it should be onto. If the given function is both 1 and onto, then we can find inverse, meaning it should be bijective. So that's why we say a function is said to be a function is said to be invertible, or for a function inverse exists if it is bijective. So if it is a bijection function, what is meant by bijection function? It should be both 1 and onto. This is a method 1. So in method 1, so they'll ask you to find the inverse. Before finding the inverse, they'll ask you to prove invertible. So for example, consider a function f maps r to r given by f of x is equal to 4x plus 3. They are asking you to show this is invertible. First we need to prove it is invertible, and hence we need to find inverse. To prove invertible, what is meant by invertible function? A function will have inverse if and only if it is both 1 and onto. So we need to prove bijective. Now this problem can be solved in 2 methods. One is composite function method, the other one is proving bijection and hence finding invert. So now I am teaching you method 1. In today's class, I am teaching you method 1, that is finding inverse of a function. First proving it invertible, then we need to find inverse. So to prove a function invertible, so we have to first prove step 1, we need to prove it is 1. Step 1, we should prove what? The function is 1. Prove the function is 1. In first step, we will prove the function is 1 function. In second step, we will prove it is onto. In second step, we will prove it is onto. Then in third step, we will find inverse. In third step, we will find what? Inverse. So in today's class, we are discussing 5 markers, and it's a compulsory question. If you see the past board papers, if you refer the past board papers, question number 39, that is in part D, the first question will be question of this kind. They'll ask, prove the given function is invertible and hence find inverse. It is simple. So we can prove it in 3 steps. What is the first step? Proving the function is 1. What is the second step? Proving the function is onto. Third step, proving finding its inverse. All of you know, if it is both 1 and onto, we call it as what? Bijective. What is meant by bijective function? Bijective function means what? A function which is both 1 and onto. Now I taught you the steps involved. What are the steps involved? First prove 1, then prove onto, then find inverse. Coming to the first step, how to find 1. What are the steps involved in proving the function invertible and finding inverse? Step 1 is to prove what? 1. Step 2, onto. Step 3, find inverse. How to prove 1? How to prove 1? Simple. So to check 1, we'll write to check 1. And the very first step in proving 1 is simple. For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. Suppose I will take a function f maps a to b. I am considering a function f maps a to b, and all of you know a, the first set is called as, what is this a called as? Domain. The first set is what? Domain. And second set is what? Codomain. Second set is codomain. So now coming to this, for x1 comma x2 belongs to domain, that is a, we should consider f of x1 is equal to f of x2. We should consider f of x1 is equal to what? F of x2. And finally we should arrive at x1 is equal to x2. We should arrive at what? X1 is equal to x2. What is meant by 1 function? I taught you 1 function means what? A function f maps a to b is said to be 1 if distinct element in domain has distinct images in codomain. Different elements of domain should have different images, means no two elements should have same image. In spite of that, we will take like this. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಎರಡು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ x1 is equal to ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ x2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲಿ ವಿ ಅರೈವ್ ಅಟ್ x1 and x2 both are same. So this is the method to prove 1 1. All of you are familiar. What is that? For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. Domain means first set. Consider f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Arrive at what? x1 is equal to x2. This is the method to prove 1 1. So if you prove this, first step is done. Next, second step. What is second step? To check onto. What is second step? To check onto. So step 2, all of you know, we'll check what? To check onto. To check onto. How to prove a function is onto. Again, I am assuming f is mapping from A to B. What is A? Domain. What is B? Codomain. So let us assume y belongs to codomain. Y is an element in second set. Second set is what? Codomain. Further take y is equal to image of x. Y is f of x. We will consider and solve it. When you solve, you will get x, and you will get x as function of y. I call it as g of y, and whatever the x you are getting, that x should be in the domain. X should belong to domain. This is the step. What are the steps? First you take y belongs to B. B means what? Codomain. Assume y is equal to f of x and get the value of x. X will be function of y, and that should belong to domain. This is the step to check onto. So now I hope all of you understood how to find onto. And third step is finding inverse. Third step we are finding what? Inverse. Fine. So now I am teaching you 5 marker. Already I told the method. What are the 3 steps involved? First step is to check 1 1. Second step is to check onto. Third step is to find inverse. A function is said to be invertible if it is both 1 1 and onto. Now we'll start with the step 1. Step 1, that is to check 1 1. Now we'll check the given function whether it is 1 1 or not. How to check whether the given function is 1 1 or not? Simple. What is the method I taught you? For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. Domain means first set. What is the domain in this? Domain is R. For x1 comma x2 belongs to R. R means real numbers. Consider, we should consider f of x1 is equal to f of x2. We should assume image of x1 is equal to image of x2. Any doubts? Now f of x1, how to write the value of f of x1? Simple. ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್. ನೋಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಗಿವನ್? 4x plus 3. Now I need f of x1. What is f of x1? In the place of x, put x1. So 4x1 plus 3. What is f of x2? 4x2 plus 3. Now can I cancel plus 3 plus 3? So we are left out with 4x1 is equal to what? 4x2. Further, 4x1 is equal to what? 4x2. Cancel 4. We are left out with x1 is equal to x2. We started with f of x1 equal to f of x2, and we arrived at x1 equal to x2. Means first we told 2 elements are same image. Finally we got both are same elements. Now therefore f is 1 1. I proved the function is what? 1 1. Any doubts? First start with what? For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain means first set, and consider f of x1 equal to f of x2 and write the f of x1 value. To write the f of x1 value, refer the problem. In the problem they gave f of x. What is f of x given? 4x plus 3. If I ask you to find f of p, what is f of p? 4p plus 3. So what is f of x1? 4x1 plus 3. What is f of x2? 4x2 plus 3. Simplify this, you will get finally x1 equal to x2. Therefore f is 1 1. Now I hope all of you understood how to prove 1 1. This is the first step. Now second step. What is the second step? To check onto. To check onto. Now how to check onto? First, take an element. Let us assume an element y belongs to codomain. Codomain means second set. What is a codomain? R. Y belongs to R. Assume or consider y is equal to image of x. Y is equal to f of x. Y is image of x. Solve for x. That is equal to, what is f of x given? F of x is what? 4x plus 3. In the place of f of x, substitute. To substitute, refer the question. Question ನಲ್ಲಿ f of x ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. Observe the question. You got f of x, substitute it and solve for y. From this you rearrange and get the value of what? X. Rearrange this, that implies y minus 3 is equal to 4x. And we are interested in what? X. That implies y minus 3 divided by 4 is x. Or we got x value. What is x value? Y minus 3 by 4. Now we got the x value. What is the x value? Y minus 3 by 4. And I can say this belongs to domain called real number. Why? Because what is y we have taken? Y ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ? Y is a real number. Y is real number. Real number minus 3 is also what? Real number. Real number by 4 is also what? Real number. So after you get x without fail, you should say x belongs to what? Real number. X belongs to domain. Domain is also what? A real number. So now I got x. So therefore we conclude f is onto. Therefore we conclude f is onto. So first step 1 we have proved f is 1 1. Step 2 we have proved f is onto. Now we need to find inverse. Before we find inverse, we should conclude, since f is both 1 1 and onto, it is invertible. If a function is both 1 1 and onto, we call it as what? Bijective function. This is a bijective function, therefore it is invertible. So we have proved step 1, then we proved step 2. Now we need to find what? Inverse. See here, x value whatever you got, x what you got? What is the x value we got here? Y minus 3 by 4. So this itself is f inverse y actually, but I'll teach you how to rearrange and get inverse. So whatever x value we got, y minus 3 by 4 belongs to R. This is f inverse y. So later we'll discuss that also. So now till this you copy this. I hope all of you understood. What is the first step we have done? To check 1 1. What is the second step? To check onto. Now we'll find inverse. Now first we'll write conclusion. Because of step 1 and step 2, I can write conclusion. Since f is both 1 1 and onto, it is both 1 1 and onto, f is invertible. F is invertible. Since it is invertible, therefore f has inverse. Therefore see, both 1 1 and onto, therefore f is bijective. Can I say f is bijective? What is bijective function? A function is said to be bijective if it is both 1 1 and onto. So if it is bijective and f is invertible. So we proved f is what? Invertible. So this is a conclusion you should write. So first we proved step 1 to check onto 1 1. Step 2 to check onto. Then conclusion. What is the conclusion? Since f is both 1 1 and onto, therefore it is invertible. Now step 3, finding inverse. Now step 3, the last step is what? To find inverse. Step 3. What is step 3? To find inverse. Now we'll find inverse. How to find inverse? So let y is equal to f inverse of x. I am assuming f inverse of x as y. Rearrange. If I rearrange this, if I bring f inverse to this side, it will become f. So f of y is equal to what? X. So first I assumed y is equal to f inverse x. When I transformed inverse to this side, so we got f of y equal to what? X. Now substitute. What is f of x? So when you see what is f of x, f of x is given in the problem. Alle f of x na kottidare. Yen kottidare? 4x plus 3. So f of p 4p plus 3. Similarly, what is f of y? 4y plus 3. That implies 4y plus 3 is equal to what? X. 4y plus 3 equal to x. From this you get the value of y. So that implies 4y is equal to x minus 3. So 3 you transfer to RHS. That implies what is y? X minus 3 divided by 4. Call it as equation 2. From 1 and 2, from equation 1 and equation 2, LHS is same. This is also y, this is also y. So, from 1 and 2, we got the value of f inverse x. From 1 and 2, I can conclude f inverse of x is equal to x minus 3 divided by 4. So, from equation 1 and equation 2, what is the conclusion? F inverse x equal to x minus 3 by 4. Any doubts? Now, the last step is what? To find inverse. How to find inverse? Take y is equal to f inverse x and transfer inverse to LHS, it will become f of y. You know, inverse function, if it comes to this side, it will become normal function. F inverse na ee kade ತಗೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ, ಅದು f of y ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And write the value of f of y. How to write the value of f of y? Refer the question. Question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? f of x 4x plus 3, f of p 4p plus 3. What is f of y? 4y plus 3. And in here f of y is 4y plus 3. I saw this and wrote. Then from this get the value of y. So, rearrange 3 you transfer to that side, it become minus 3 into 4 transfer that side, it become divided by 4. So, you got y and equation 1 is also y, equation 2 is also y. So, both are having LHS same. So, you can equate RHS. What is RHS? F inverse x. F inverse x is x minus 3 by 4. If they want you to prove F inverse y, they are, or if you want F inverse y, in the place of x here substitute y. So, here f inverse x is x minus 3 by 4, f inverse y means what? Y minus 3 by 4, y minus 3 by 4, that is it. So, I have done the first simple easy problem. What is the problem? Consider f maps R to R given by f of x is equal to 4x plus 3, show that the function is invertible and find inverse. And I told you to prove invertible, we will prove by bijection method, that is first step we will prove it is 1 1, then we will prove it is onto, then we will find inverse. If a function is both 1 1 and onto, we call it as bijective. If a function is bijective, then it is invertible. So, now next problem. Here consider f maps r plus 2 4 comma infinity. Observe this. R plus is what? Domain. First, so I told you f maps A to B. A is domain, B is codomain. Here domain is R plus. R plus means set of non-negative real numbers. What is R plus? Set of non-negative real numbers. Non-negative real numbers means what? All the positive numbers including 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative, we can include 0 also, that is the meaning. R plus is the domain, non-negative real numbers, and codomain starts from 4 to infinity, leaving 4, after 4, open interval 4 to infinity. Now coming to this, here this is domain, this is codomain, and f of x is given. What is f of x? X square plus 4. And they want you to prove what? Show that the function is invertible. You need to prove it is invertible. And I told you this is first set. What is the first set? R plus. R plus is called as what? Domain. Domain. And what is 4 to infinity open interval? This is what? Codomain. Codomain. So, in given function R plus is domain, in given function 4 to infinity is codomain, and f of x, what is f of x given? They have given f of x is x square plus 4. Now, we need to prove this invertible and we need to find inverse. So, step 1 to check what? To check 1 1. So, first step is simple, we will check 1 1. How to check 1 1? First, we will write for x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. Domain means first set. In this problem, what is the domain? R plus. So, the first set before the arrow mark is called as domain at R2. So, take 2 elements belonging to domain, means they are positive numbers. Now, non-negative real numbers. Non-negative real numbers means what? Positive and 0 also. For x1 comma x2 belongs to R plus, we consider f of x1 is equal to f of x2. We are assuming image of x1 equal to image of x2. Finally, we should arrive at what? x1 equal to x2. Next step, f of x1, refer the question. What is f of x given? X square plus 4. F of x1 will be x1 square plus 4. What is f of x2? x2 square plus 4. Now, 4 cancels. So, now x1 square is equal to x2 square. Now, rearrange. x1 is equal to plus or minus x2. x1 square is x2 square. Take square root on both sides. So, x1 becomes plus or minus equal to what? x2. Now, I can take x1 is equal to x2, but we cannot take x1 minus x2 is not possible. This is not possible. Why? Because why this is not possible? Simple. If I take x1 equal to minus x2, x1 plus x2 becomes 0 if I rearrange, which is not possible because both are positive numbers. When you add two different positive numbers, they cannot give you 0. So therefore, this is not possible. So we can take only this. So we started with f of x1 equal to f of x2. We arrived at x1 equal to x2. So therefore, f is 1 1. Therefore, f is 1 1. Please understand, if I take x1 equal to minus x2, then if I rearrange x1 plus x2 becomes 0 if you bring this to this side, which is not possible at all. Why this is not possible? Because these two are positive numbers, positive real numbers. When you add positive real numbers, we can't get 0. So that is the conclusion. So now we proved 1 1. How to prove 1 1? For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. Here domain is R plus. Consider f of x1 equal to f of x2, and f of x1 value you write by seeing the problem. In the problem, f of x is x square plus 4. F of x1 will become x1 square plus 4. F of x2 will become x2 square plus 4. Simplify, you will get x1 is equal to plus or minus x2, and consider x1 equal to x2 and discard this. This is not possible. Therefore, f is 1 1. How to prove 1 1? We should take two elements from domain x1 comma x2. Then we should assume f of x1 equal to f of x2. Then we should arrive at x1 equal to x2. We have done it. Second step. What is the second step? To check onto. Now I need to check whether the given problem is onto or not. So let y belongs to codomain. What is the codomain? Open interval 4 to infinity, means y value starts from after 4 till infinity, 4.0156 till infinity, and we will consider y is image of x. Y is equal to f of x, and f of x value, what is f of x value? They have given x square plus 4. Y is equal to, I will write x square plus 4. From this I will get the value of x. So now rearrange, x square plus 4 is equal to y, or x square is equal to y minus 4, or x is equal to root of y minus 4 plus or minus, but I will take plus because x is, our domain is positive real numbers. So I will take x is equal to root of y minus 4 positive, call it as equation 2. Now I can say, or I can say x is equal to root of y minus 4 belongs to R plus. Why? Because I have to select y from the interval. You take the element starting from after 4. After 4 any element, suppose if I take 5, 5 minus 4 is 1, root 1 is 1, that is R plus. When you take the elements from 4 to infinity open interval and substitute in the formula, you will get an x belongs to R plus. You can check it. So I told you y is equal to f of x, you should consider and get the value of x, and we got the value of x, and that x should belong to what? Domain. Here what is the domain? R plus. So therefore f is onto. Therefore f is onto. Now we proved it is onto. The final step is what? We need to find inverse. I told you there is alternate method, that is composite function method. We will take fog y equal to y and gof x equal to x. That is faster also, but this method is preferable. Why? Because in 3 mark question sometimes they'll ask prove this as 1 1, prove this as onto. That is also covered indirectly. So I'll prefer this method. I am asking students to become thorough with this method, but the second method also I'll teach you. So both you learn, and because this method also helps you to do 3 markers, like when they ask you to prove this problem is 1 1 and onto. Now we proved 1 1 and onto. What is the last step? We need to find inverse. Now last step, we need to find inverse. Before that we should write the conclusion. What is the conclusion? Without fail you should write, since f is both, f is what? Both 1 1 and onto, f is bijective. Because it is 1 1 and onto, it is bijective. Therefore f is invertible. They want you to prove invertible, we proved invertible. I told you a function is said to be invertible, or for a given function inverse exists if it is both 1 1 and onto. We have done it. Now last step is what? To find inverse. Now we will find inverse. To find inverse, how to find inverse? Let y is equal to f inverse of x. This is our assumption. Call it as equation 1. Y is what? F inverse x. Bring f inverse to this side, it will become f of y. What is f of y now? X. And write the value of f of y. How to write the value of f of y? See the question. In the question they gave f of x. What is f of x? X square plus 4. What is f of y? Y square plus 4 is equal to x. Now get the value of y from this. What is y square? X minus 4. Now what is y? Root of x minus 4. Plus or minus, we'll take positive because our domain is r plus. When you substitute, you will get that. Now call it as equation. Y is equal to root of x minus 4. Call it as equation 2. From 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, equation 1 is this and equation 2 is this. From 1 and 2, LHS is same, equate RHS. What is RHS? F inverse of x. F inverse of x is equal to root of x minus 4. Or if you want f inverse y, we can write f inverse y is equal to, instead of x, write what? Y minus 4 under root. This is the method to find inverse. Step 1 prove 1 1, step 2 prove on 2 and conclude it is both 1 1 and on 2, it is bijective and it is invertible. Step 3 find inverse, we have done it. Now this is type 2. Type 1 I have done linear equation 4x plus 3. Type 2 I have done x square plus 4 quadratic equation with two terms, one with variable, one with constant. Now type 3. Next they have given a function f maps minus 1 to 1, closed interval minus 1 to 1 is the domain. All real numbers are the codomain, and f of x they give x by x plus 2 is 1 1. They are asking to prove just 1 1. They are not asking you to prove bijective. And also they are telling find the inverse of this function. Please observe here domain is minus 1 to 1, but codomain is range. I told you for any function if codomain and range both are same, then it is onto. If codomain of a function and range of a function both, always range is a subset of codomain. Range is what? Subset of codomain. Suppose if range is equal to codomain, then we call that function as onto. Now minus 1 to 1 and this. Now step 1 to check 1 1. They are asking you to check 1 1. Here they are not asking you to prove invertible. Please understand, just they want you to check 1 1. How to check 1 1? For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. What is the domain? Closed interval minus 1 to 1. We should consider what? F of x1 is equal to f of x2. Then write the value of f of x1. That implies what is f of x given? X by x plus 2. What is f of x1? X1 by x1 plus 2. F of x2, x2 by x2 plus 2. Now rearrange, cross multiply. That implies x1 into x2 plus 2 is equal to x2 into x1 plus 2. Now multiply the terms, we will get x1 into x2 plus 2 x1 is equal to x2 into x1 or x1 into x2 plus 2 x2. x1 x2 cancels. Further 2 x1 is equal to 2 x2. Again 2 cancels. So we got x1 equal to what? X2. Therefore f is 1 1. So here cross multiplying, when you transfer this denominator it will become product. This will go that side, it will become product, multiply term wise, simplify, you will get it. So first task we have done. They want you to prove 1 1, we have done it. Any doubts? Now we need to find inverse. And they are not asking you to prove invertible, because they told here domain is minus 1 to 1, range is this. So this is codomain. Now the next step is to find inverse. To find inverse. How to find inverse? Let y is equal to f inverse of x. Consider y as what? F inverse of x. Now rearrange, bring inverse to this side, so it will become f of y is equal to x. And what is f of y? It is easy to write f of y. See the f of x. What is f of x given? X by x plus 2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಆಯಿತು. ನೋಡಿ, all of you know how to find inverse. What is the first step? Take y is equal to f inverse x, call it as equation 1. Bring inverse to this side, it will become f of y. F of y is x. And f of y, how to write the value of f of y? See f of x. What is f of x? X by x plus 2. So what is f of y? Y by y plus 2. Simple. Any doubts? Are you able to follow this? f of y means refer the question. F of p by x plus p by p plus 2. F of x is x by x plus 2. F of p is p by p plus 2. F of y is y by y plus 2. Now cross multiply, rearrange and get y. Now multiply this. Y is equal to x into y plus 2. Further simplify xy plus 2x. Bring this to this side. Y minus xy is equal to 2x and take y common. So 1 minus x is equal to 2x. Further, what is y? 2x divided by 1 minus x. Call it as equation 2. So from 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, observe 1 f inverse x. This is also this. 1 and 2 LHS is same, equate RHS. So therefore, f inverse x is equal to 2x divided by 1 minus x. If they want you to find f inverse y, in the place of x substitute y. It will become 2y divided by 1 minus y. That's it. I hope all of you understood. First we proved 1 and they told here codomain is right, therefore it will be onto. They are not asking you to prove invertible. Just they want you to find inverse. We have done it. Any doubts in this? So while rearranging, multiplying, do carefully so that you will not do any mistakes. ಇಲ್ಲಿ cross multiply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. y ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು because we need y. y means what? f inverse x. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ y ಇದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು LHS ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ. Then from these two take what? Y common and transfer this to that side, then you will get y. We need y. Y is what? F inverse x. F inverse x becomes 2x by 1 minus x. If you want f inverse y, in this formula, in the place of x, put y. That's it. I hope all of you got this. Now we have covered 2 problems, 3 types. First linear equation 4x plus 3, then degree 2, then this. Now we'll go to quadratic equation, which is lengthy and important. Now this is the last type where we have complete quadratic equation. We need to prove 1, we need to prove onto, then we need to find inverse. I'll teach you the method, and they told they want you to get the inverses y plus 6 minus 1 by 3 root of y plus 6 minus 1 outside the root by 3. Again usual, but here 1 ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. This is an important question. Once you are thorough with this question, all of the questions are simple because first is linear, then is degree 2, but this is a degree 2 but complete quadratic equation 9x square plus 6x minus 5. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ students will do mistakes. So simply they will cancel. No. So mathematically it should be correct. So now let me solve this. First step to check 1. Now to check 1, I'll explain each step in detail. Please observe. To check 1, what is the first step to in this? For x1 comma x2 belongs to domain. What is the domain? R plus. We should consider what? Consider f of x1 is equal to what? F of x2. And what is f of x1? What is f of x? 9x square plus 6x minus 5. What is f of x1? 9x1 square plus 6x1 minus 5. What is f of x2? 9x2 square plus 6x2 minus 5. Then minus 5 cancels. Bring all the terms to LHS. Then we'll get 9x1 square minus 9x2 square plus 6x1 minus 6x2 is equal to 0. Observe carefully. I am bringing all the terms to what? LHS. So because this is x1 square but this is x2 square, they are not like terms. So bring all terms to LHS. Now we got this. In this, if you observe, this is in the form a square minus b square. First you take 9 common. If I take 9 common, we will be having x1 square minus x2 square. Here if you take plus 6 common, we will have x1 minus x2 equal to 0. So in the first 2 terms I took 9 common, in these 2 I took 9 common, in these 2 I took 6 common. Further observe this is in the form of a square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. All of you know this. What is a square minus b square? A plus b into what? A minus b. So now here x1 square minus x2 square, can I write this as x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2? I wrote this x1 square minus x2 square as x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2 plus 6 times x1 minus x2 equal to what? 0. Further, in these 2 terms, when you observe, we have x1 minus x2 common. Here also I have x1 minus x2. Here also I have x1 minus x2. I will take x1 minus x2 common. So take x1 minus x2 common. We are left out with 9 times x1 plus x2 plus 6 is equal to what? 0. So now x1 minus x2 into 9 times x1 plus x2 plus 6 equal to 0. If product of two terms is 0, then each term is what? 0. You know, when you factorize, if product of two factors is 0, then each factor is what? 0. Equate it. So now I'll take x1 minus x2 equal to 0. That gives you x1 equal to x2. And this is what we need. We should consider f of x1 equal to f of x2 and we should arrive at x1 equal to x2. We got it. But I should also discard this part. So now if you take this, 9 times x1 plus x2 plus 6 becomes 0. If you solve this, you will get x1 plus x2 is equal to minus 6 by 9 or minus 2 by 3. See, x1 plus x2 cannot be minus. So if you simplify, I am getting minus 2 by 3, which is not possible because x1 and x2 are what? Real numbers. And what sort of real numbers? Non-negative, they are positive. So two positive numbers when you add, can you get negative? Two non-negative real numbers when you add, can you get negative? So x1 ಮತ್ತು x2 ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ therefore what is the conclusion? Therefore this is not possible. So x1 plus x2 is not possible. This is not possible and definitely this is the only answer, that is x1 equal to x2. We assumed f of x1 equal to f of x2 and we arrived x1 equal to x2. Therefore f is what? 1 1. My dear students, please be alert. So what students will do? 6 6 cancels, 9 9 cancels. In 2 steps they'll write x1 equal to x2. It is wrong. Mathematically every step should be correct. So carefully you solve it. F of x1 means in the place of x you put x1. F of x2 means in the given function in the place of x put x2. Then only 5 minus 5 are like terms, cancels and bring all other terms to LHS. This positive 9 comes as it become negative. Positive 6 comes as it become negative. Then in these two take what common? 9 common. And in these two take what common? 6 common. And further observe this is important. A square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So x1 square minus x2 square can be written as x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2. In these two terms x1 minus x2 is common. Take it out, simplify, each term equate it to 0 and get the answer. I hope all of you understood how to prove 1 1. What is the next step? To prove onto, to check onto. Now all of you know the first step. Let y belongs to codomain. What is a codomain? Minus 5 closed interval to infinity, and means y starts from after minus 5, from minus 5, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3 and also decimals 0 1 2 3, all those numbers, positive numbers, and from minus 5 all the numbers are included in y. And consider what? Consider y value as image of x. And what is f of x given? 9x square. Write the f of x value. 9x square plus 6x minus 5 is y. Transfer y to the other side, so it will become 0. 0 is 9x square plus 6x minus 5 and I am transferring y to that side, so it will become minus 5. So now we got a quadratic equation. Observe this carefully. So now I got 9x square plus 6x minus 5 minus y equal to 0 is the equation I got. First I took y belongs to codomain and y is equal to f of x. F of x value I substituted and transfer y to that side, it becomes 0. So I can write this. Now observe, it is in the form of quadratic equation. Now this is in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In this, what is a? A means this 9, b means what? 6, c means what? This whole thing, minus 5 minus y, and you know this is a quadratic equation in x, so roots means x values, you know the formula, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So we'll use this. So I wrote the equation 9x square plus 6x minus 5 minus y equal to 0. It resembles a quadratic equation. What is the standard form of quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. When you compare, a is 9, b is 6 and c is minus 5 minus y. Further, you know the root. What is the root? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now substitute it. So x is equal to minus b. What is minus b? Minus 6 plus or minus root of b square. What is b square? 6 square minus 4ac. What is a? 9. What is c? minus 5 minus y divided by 2a. 2 times what is a? 9. So I substitute it. Now simplify this. So further x is equal to minus 6 plus or minus 6 square 36. Take minus common from these two. It will become plus 9 fours again 36, and we will be left out with 5 plus y. Both will become positive under root divided by 18. Further you take 36 common. If I take 36 common, this will become 1, then 36 is out, so 5 plus y under root by 18, and all of you know root 36. What is root 36? 6. X is equal to minus 6 plus or minus 6 root of 5 plus y, or y plus 5. Sorry, 5 plus 1 is what? 6. 6 plus y. So under root we have 1 plus 5, that will become 6. 6 plus 5 divided by 18, and take 6 common. Minus 1 plus or minus root of y plus 6, or 6 plus y divided by 18. 6 3s are. So now we got the x value. What is the x value? Minus 1 plus root of y plus 6 divided by 3. This is the x value we got. And I can say, see, because your y starts from what? Minus 5. If you put starting from minus 5, you will get all positive numbers. I can say x belongs to r plus. Whatever you got x should belong to r plus, we got it. So I wrote all the steps to make you understand, not necessary. You can directly after this, you can go to this. Here, observe 36 is common, take it out, this will become 1, and remaining part 5 plus y. 1 plus 5 is what? 6. I wrote under the root y, and root 36 becomes 6. Take 6 common, simplify, you will get it. Any doubts? So simplifying this, and this is f inverse y actually, and f inverse y we got what we need. And further we can find inverse. I hope all of you understood this. So we proved 1, then we proved on to. Now we are going for what? Finding inverse. Here quadratic equation, standard root for quadratic equation. What are the roots for quadratic equation? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, that you should know. And a is 9, b is 6, c is this whole thing. Now last step is to find inverse. How to find inverse? To find inverse, y is equal to what? F inverse x. Rearrange. F of y is equal to x. What is f of y? 9y square plus 6y minus 5 equal to x. Further bring this to this side. So we will get 9y square plus 6y minus 5 minus x is equal to 0. Now what we need to do, this is a quadratic equation in y. So write the formula. Y is equal to what? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now here what is minus b? B is 6. So it will become minus 6 plus or minus root of 6 square is 36 minus 4 ac. A is what? 9 into c. What is c? C is this value, that is minus 5 minus x. Minus 5 minus x divided by 2 into a is 9. Simplify this. So simplification we have done in onto. Same thing, minus 6 plus or minus 36 minus you take common, it will become plus 9 4s are 36 into 5 plus x divided by 9 2s are 18. This is y. Now further simplification, y is equal to minus 6 plus or minus, this is under root. So take 36 common, you will be left out with 1 plus y plus 5 plus x divided by 18. This was under root. All of you know root 36 is 6. Root of 1 plus y is 6 plus x divided by 18. From here, now y is equal to, you take 6 common, minus 1 plus or minus root of 6 plus x divided by 18. 6 1s are 6 3s are. Now y is what? Minus 1 plus root of x plus 6 divided by 3 instead of 6 plus x. So I am taking only positive, because if I take both negative, overall becomes negative, but our domain is r plus and codomain is here. So that's why I will take plus. This is 2. This is equation 2. So now from 1 and 2, we got f inverse x is equal to minus 1 plus root of x plus 6 divided by 3. We got f inverse. but they want in terms of f inverse y. So f inverse y means what? Change x to y, or we'll write f inverse y is equal to, in the place of x I'll put y plus 6 under root, then I'll write minus 1 divided by what? 3, hence the proof. I hope all of you understood this. So here quadratic equation, and onto we have done all steps. See, so many steps I have done, not required. To make you understand, I expanded all the steps, not required. Directly you can do. After you saw onto only x value we get root of y plus 6 minus 1 by 3, that you can write directly. So now I have concluded all the 5 mark questions. One more question is there. So it is 4x square plus 12x plus 5, do by same method, but here no need to prove onto, because they told f maps into S, S is the range they told. In the place of codomain they gave range. If codomain is equal to range, then we call that as what? If codomain and range are same, then we call that function as what? Onto. No need to prove onto, prove 1 and directly find inverse, and you will get the inverse value by same method. Type 4, one problem I have done, one I am leaving it to you, complete this problem. By now we have completed all the problems of 5 markers for board exams according to the board pattern. So now I have concluded how to find inverse and how to prove invertibility. In my next class, I will be teaching you binary operations and problems based on binary operations. Thanks for attending the session. Thank you.